Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine. So, today we are going to start your 10th chapter of your book Movements. The name of the chapter is The Beggar. So, this is the last chapter from this book, and the chapter is about a person who was earlier was a beggar and how he changed his life. So, this is all about that. So, what induced the beggar Lashkov to change his ways? Let's read and find out. So, the name of the beggar was Lashkov, and how he has been or how he had changed his life. So, we have to read about that in this chapter. So, and the chapter starts as, "Kind sir, have pity, turn your attention to a poor, hungry man. For 3 days I have had nothing to eat. I haven't 5 kopecks for a lodging." So, kind sir, have a pity means to say the beggar is calling a person. He is saying that have a pity means to say मुझ पे कोई तरस खाओ. Turn your attention towards a poor person, towards a hungry man. And for the 3 days I have had nothing to eat. I haven't eaten anything from the last 3 days. I haven't even have 5 kopecks for a lodging. What he is saying, that lodging means to say to have any shelter. So he is saying that I don't even have 5 kopecks. What is this kopecks? Like in our country we are having the currency rupees. So basically this story is set up in the country Russia. So this is a Russian story. So that is why kopek was the currency of Russia. Actually the currency of Russia is the ruble. So like in our country, our currency is rupees, and the, you can say, the lower unit of rupees is paise. So in the similar way, ruble, you can say ruble, 1 ruble contain 100 kopecks, and he was saying that he didn't even have 5 kopecks to have a lodging. I swear it before God. For 8 years I was a village school teacher, and then I lost my place through intrigues. I fell a victim of calumny. It is a year now since I have had not anything to do. So what he's saying now, he is telling his story. He said that I swear God that what I am saying it is true, and he is saying that from last you can say last 8 years I was teaching in a village. I was a village teacher, school teacher in a village, and how he lost his place through intrigues. What is this? What the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this word? This means that make secret plans to do something illicit, or you can say detrimental to someone. Means किसी की शान के खिलाफ कुछ करना, किसी के खिलाफ कोई साजिश करना. So किसी वजह से वो उसका इसी next word is calumny. The meaning of that word is also making false and defamatory statements about someone in order to damage his her reputation. So he is saying that someone had made conspiration against me. So that is why I lost my position. I lost my position as a school teacher, and since 1 year I have nothing to do. I do not have any work from the last year. The advocate Sergei looked at the ragged, fawn-colored overcoat of the suppliant, at his dull, drunken eyes, at the red spot on either cheek, and it seemed to him as if he had seen this man somewhere before. So now the person whom the beggar was calling was an advocate, and the name of that advocate was Sergei. And he looked at the ragged means to say very poor condition person, fawn colored overcoat. He was of the suppliant means to say beggar. So he was wearing a dull shade overcoat, and he was totally dull in looks, drunken eyes. He was alcoholic, and his eyes seems to be very, you can say, reddish because of you can say drink, and his cheeks were also having red spots, etc. So also it seemed to him that he has seen this person somewhere else before. So I have now had an offer of a position in the province of Kolunga, the mendicant went on. So mendicant again means to say, the word suppliant means to say a person who is making humble plea, and mendicant means to say the beggar. So the next again that beggar said that I haven't had an offer of position in the province of Kalinga. So he is saying that someone has offered me to have a job in this place. Kalinga is a, you can say, the name of the city of Russia. So but I haven't have the money to get there. But वो बोला कि मेरे पास वहाँ जाने के लिए भी पैसे नहीं है. Help me kindly. I am ashamed to ask, but I am obliged to by the circumstance. So he is saying that please help me. I am ashamed to ask. वो बोल रहा है कि मुझे शर्म आ रही है आपसे पैसे मांगने में, लेकिन I am obliged to here means to say compelled or forced by my situation. Circumstances means my situation. So he is saying that my situation is very poor, so that is why I have to ask for the help from you. I have next is, sir guys, I fell on the man's overshoes, one of which was high and other one is low, and he suddenly remembered something. So now the person, Sergei, who was an advocate, his eyes fell on the man's overshoes, and one of the heel of the shoes is high and another shoes has you can say lower heel. So he suddenly remembers something after watching his shoes. Look here, it seems to me I met you a day before yesterday in Sdovia's street, he said, but you told me then that you were a student who had been expelled and not a village school teacher. Do you remember? So now that person, that advocate, remembered that he had met this person a day before yesterday in Slovia's street, and he said to him that at that time you said to me that you were not a school teacher, you were a student and you were expelled from your college or from your school. So you were explained a different story to me a day before yesterday. So why are you lying today? No, that can't be so, mumbled the beggar. Taken back aback, I am a village school teacher, and if you like, I can show you my papers. No, now the person, the beggar, is saying no. He's saying that no, and mumbled means to say he was confused. He was fumbling with his words. So he was saying that no, I am a school teacher, and if you want to prove this, I can show you my papers also. Have done with lying. You called yourself a student and even told me what you have been expelled for. Don't you remember? So now the person is saying that you're lying. You're totally lying, and you have told me a day before yesterday that you were a student, and you have also explained me why your college has expelled you out of the college. So he is asking from him that don't you remember? Sergei flushed and turned from the ragged creature with an expression of disgust. Flushed means to say he was full of anger at that time. Turned from the ragged creature, he turned away from that poor conditioned person with an expression of disgust. Disgust means to say a feeling of strong disapproval. So because he know now that he was lying, that beggar is lying, that is why he turned away from that person. So moving to the next page. This is dishonesty, my dear sir, he cried angrily. This is swindling. I shall send the police for you, damn you. So now that person is saying that this, you can say the lawyer is saying this is dishonesty. You are very dishonest person, and swindling means to say cheating a person for money. So he is saying that you are just cheating me for having money, and I shall send you the police to you. So damn you means he was scolding him, or he was just जैसे उसको गालियाँ निकाल रहा हो वैसे. So sir, he said, laying his hand on his heart, the fact is I was lying. I am neither a student nor a school teacher. All that was fiction. Formerly, I sang in a Russian chore and was sent away from drunkenness. But what else can I do? I can't get along without lying. No one will give me anything when I tell the truth. What can I do? Now that person, that beggar said by laying his hand on his heart, he said that yes, I am lying. I am neither a student and nor a school teacher. All that was a fiction. Fiction means to say falsehood. So he was saying that all that was a fiction. Formerly, I sang in a Russian chore. Russian chore means to say a Russian band, musician band. So he was saying that earlier I was singing for a musician band, and those band has expelled me out because of my drunkenness, because of my bad habits of drinking alcohol. So but what else can I do? Or I can't get anything or along without lying. So he's saying what else I can do? I have to lie to have money. So if I tell the truth to people, they do not give me money. So what can I do now? What can you do? You ask, what can you do? Tried Sergei, coming close to him. Work. That's what you can do. You must work. So now Sergei was very upset, and he asked from him that you are asking from me, what can you do? You can do work. You are fit and fine. You can do work. So work, yes, I know that myself, but where I can find work? So now beggar is saying, yes, I know that I can do work, but from where I can find work? No one give me work. So how would you like to chop wood for me? So now Sergei, that advocate, asked from the beggar that how would you like, do you if I offer you a job of chopping wood? Chopping means to say cutting wood for me. So because the Russia was a cold country at that time, so people used to cut the wood for the, you can say, homes, to warm up their home. So he was asking from that person that would you like to chop wood for me? So I wouldn't refuse to do that, but in these days, even skilled woodcutters find themselves sitting without bread. So he said that yes, I don't refuse to do that work, but he was saying that even skilled people who know how to chop the wood, they do not even get the proper work. They are even unable to get the bread and butter. Means to say they are even unable to earn the money for having a good, you can say, diet. And so, will you come and chop wood for me? Now again he asked, the Sergei asked from the beggar that will you come with me and chop the wood for me? Yes sir, I will. Very well, we will soon find out. So the beggar said yes sir, I will do that. And the Sergei said very well, we will find soon, soon find out means to say मैं देख लूँगा क्या करते हो तुम. So Sergei hastened along, rubbing his hand. He called his cook out of the kitchen. So Sergei hastened means to say in a fast speed, walked hurriedly. So he walked hurriedly towards his home and rubbing his hands, and he asked, or he called his cook out of the kitchen. Here, Olga, he said, take this gentleman into the woodshed and let him chop wood. Olga is the name of his cook. Olga is a woman who is living in the home of Sergei, who was an advocate, and Olga was a cook or home attendant. So he asked from Olga that you please take this gentleman to, gentleman means to say that he was calling that beggar as a gentleman here. So he is saying that please take this beggar to the place woodshed where he will have to cut the woods. So this scarecrow of a beggar shrugged his shoulder as if in perplexity and went irresolutely after the cook. It was obvious from his gait that he had not consented to go and chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work, but simply from pride and shame, and because he had been trapped by his own words. It was obvious too that his strength had been underdetermined by vodka, and that he was unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination for toil. So now the scarecrow, what is the meaning of this word scarecrow? सो स्कैरक्रो मीन्स टू से जैसे उसकी जो लुक्स थी वो एक स्कैरक्रो की तरह थी. जैसे हम खेत वगैरह में फील्ड्स में लगाया नहीं होता कि मॉडल सब बना के पर्सन का कि कोई बर्ड्स वगैरह ना आए. सो उसकी तरह जैसे वो खेतों में लगा होता उसकी तरह उसकी लुक थी स्कैरक्रो की तरह. एंड ही श्रग्ड हिज शोल्डर्स को उठा के वो ऐसे चल रहा था. कन्फ्यूज, परप्लेक्सिटी मीन्स टू से कन्फ्यूज्ड, एंड irresolutely means to say hesitantly. So he was hesitant also. So he was moving after the cook. Olga के पीछे पीछे वो जा रहा था. It was obvious from his jaunt means to say his walk. It was clear from his walk that he was not consented to go and chop wood. So he was not consented to go and chop wood. He was just walking because now he was taken away by his own words, or trapped within his own words, because he said yes, I will chop the wood, but from his body it is obvious that he was unable to cut the wood because his body was totally weak, because he was totally a drunken person. He keep on drinking. Here they mentioned vodka is an alcoholic drink. So because of that he was totally unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination for the toil. Slightest means thoda sa bhi. Inclination means to say interest, and for toil means to say for hard work. So he was not having even slight interest for doing hard work, but he has to do now because he said yes, I will chop the woods. Sergei hurried into the dining room. From its windows one could see the woodshed and everything that went on in the yard. So Sergei hurried means Sergei अपने डाइनिंग रूम में चला गया. From its window one could see the woodshed. वहाँ से woodshed दिखता था. And standing at the window, Sergei saw the cook and beggar come out into the yard by the back door and make their way across the dirty snow to the shed. Olga glared wrathfully at her companion, shoved him aside with her elbow, unlocked the shed, and angrily banged the door. So now the Sergei was watching them, that cook and that person, and Olga को उस पर बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा था. wrathfully with the, you can say, विद हेट्रेड, वो उस पर ग्लैड मीन्स टू से देखना, किसी को बुरी नज़र से देख रहा, मतलब नफरत भरी आंखों से, नज़रों से वो उसको देख रही थी. एंड शोव्ड हिम असाइड, पुश्ड हिम इनटू दैट वुड शेड एंड बैंग द डोर, मीन्स उसने डोर शट कर दिया, उसको आगे धकेल कर, जिस जहाँ पे उसने वुड्स काटनी थी. सो moving to the next page now. Next he saw the pseudo teacher seat himself on a log and become lost in thought with his red cheeks resting on his fists. So pseudo teacher means to say false teacher, because he was saying that I was a teacher, but that was not true. So pseudo teacher means to say false teacher. Now the writer is writing him as a pseudo teacher, that beggar as a pseudo teacher. So that beggar seat himself on a log means to say a wooden piece, and become lost in thought. He was lost in his thoughts, and his red cheeks resting on his fist means to say हाथ, जो हथेली, हैंड का साइड, इनर साइड जो होती है हमारी. सो उसने अपनी गाल पे वैसे हाथ रख के बैठ गया और कुछ सोच रहा था. द वुमेन flung down an axe at his feet, spat angrily, and judging from his expression of her lips began to scold him. So now जो वुमेन थी, कुक थी ओल्गा, उसने उसको एक्स दे दिया लकड़ी काटने के लिए. एंड फ्रॉम द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ ओल्गा इट इज़ वेरी क्लियर टू द यू कैन से सरगाई दैट ओल्गा वॉज स्कॉल्डिंग दैट beggar. So because he was not able to cut the wood, that is why Olga was scolding him. Scolding means to say डांट रही थी वो उसको. The beggar irresolutely pulled a billet of wood toward him. Irresolutely again means to say hesitantly. सो उसने बिलेट मीन्स टू से आ थिक पीस ऑफ वुड. सो उसने अपनी एक पीस ऑफ वुड अपनी तरफ खींचा, एंड द बिलेट वेवर्ड एंड फेल डाउन. नेक्स्ट दे सेट अप इट बिटवीन हिज फीट एंड टैप्ड इट फीबली विद द एक्स. सो उसने अपने पैरों के बीच में वो वुड का पीस रखा, एंड टैप इट फीबली विद द एक्स. फीबली मीन्स वीकली. सो उसने अपने एक्स से उसको तोड़ना चाहा, लेकिन व्हाट हैपेंड, द बिलेट वीवर्ड एंड फेल डाउन. वो उसके हाथ से चला गया, मतलब जो लकड़ी का पीस था वो वहाँ से चला गया, मतलब हट गया, साइड हो गया उसके एक्स के मारने की वजह से. द beggar again pulled it to him. उसने फिर से अपनी तरफ खींचा, blew on his freezing hand and tapped it with his axe cautiously, as if afraid of hitting his overshoe or cutting his finger. The stick of wood again fell to the ground. So again he tried to cut that wood piece with the help of axe, but again he was unable to focus. He was afraid that I shouldn't cut my overshoe, or I shouldn't cut my finger, because he was totally a weak person, and you can say his body was out of control of himself. So that is why he was unable to manage, and the stick again fell down on the ground. Sergei's anger had vanished, and he now began to feel a little sorry and ashamed of himself for having set a spoiled, drunken, perhaps sick man to work at menial labor in the cold. So now the Sergei, that advocate, his anger vanished means to say disappeared, और गायब हो गया उसका गुस्सा, because उसने जब देखा कि how I can do this with this person who was very poor in his condition, and he was totally drunken, and like he looks like a sick man. So how can I demand this much hard labor from that person, or he was doesn't even know how to cut the wood. So how can I do this with this person? How can I give this hard work to this person? So an hour later, Olga came in and announced that wood had been chopped. So after 1 hour, Olga came to Sergei and said that all the wood had been chopped. Good, give him a half a ruble, said Sergei. If he want to, he can come back and cut wood on the first day of each month. We can always find work for him. So now Sergei said it's good if he had cut the wood, so give him half a ruble. Ruble again is the currency of the Russia. So and he also said that उसको बोल दो कि अगर उसने हर महीने फर्स्ट डे आना होता है वुड कट करने के लिए, तो वो यहाँ पे आ सकता है, हम उसको हमेशा काम देंगे. On the first of the month, the waif made his appearance and again earned half a ruble, although he could barely stand on his legs. So it happened always. Waif means to say a homeless person, a weak person. So हमेशा वो appearance means to say, made his appearance means to say वो हमेशा आता था month की starting में, and again earned half a ruble, although he was unable to stand on his legs. अगेन वो उतना ही वीक था, वो उसको अपनी लेग्स पे खड़े होने का भी कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था, उसमें ताकत नहीं थी उतनी. बट इवन देन ही केम एट द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ एवरी मंथ एंड अर्नड half a ruble. From that day on, he often appeared in the yard, and every time work was found for him. So now he would shovel snow, now put the woodshed in order, now beat the dust out of the rugs and mattresses. So another kind of work what he was doing, shovel snow. He would shovel snow means to say वहाँ पे बर्फ़ पड़ती थी रशिया में, तो वो शॉवल से उस बर्फ़ को हटा देता था. स्नो मीन्स टू से आइस, एंड शॉवल इज़ अ टूल लाइक स्पेड, जैसे कोई खुरपी टाइप और कही टाइप कुछ हो. सो ही यूज़ दैट शॉवल एंड असाइड दैट स्नो. एंड अनदर वो क्या करता था, जो भी घर में मैट्रेसेस होते थे, मैट्स वगैरह होते थे, उनकी डस्टिंग कर देता था वो. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ वर्क, एंड वुड चॉपिंग तो करता ही था. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ वर्क ही वॉज डूइंग फॉर दैट पर्सन. Every time he received from 20 to 40 kopecks, and once even a pair of old trousers were sent out to him. So every time he received money like 20 to 40 kopecks, and also once the writer has given him the old trouser of him. So in this way, every time he was getting money and old clothes from the writer. So when Sergei moved into the another house, he hired him to help in packing and hauling of the furniture. Hauling means to say transport. So when Sergei, that advocate, moved from that house to some another house, so at that time he also hired that person to help him in packing and the transportation of furniture. This time the waif was sober, gloomy, and silent. So this time that weak man, or that you can say homeless person, was very sober. He was not drunken, gloomy, and silent. He was very silent and well behaving person. He hardly touched the furniture and walked behind the wagon, hanging his head, not even making the pretense of appearing busy. He only shivered in the cold and became embarrassed when the caterers jeered at him for his idleness and his feebleness and his tattered fancy overcoat. After the moving was over, Sergei sent for him. So at this time he was totally, you can say he was behaving totally different. He was not pretending that he was very busy, and other persons were jeering at him. Jeering means making fun of him. So, but he was just embarrassed of those things, because he was wearing a tattered, means to say tattered fancy overcoat, means to say फटा हुआ torn overcoat उसने पहना हुआ था. So other persons were making fun of him, but he was totally silent. After the moving was over, Sergei sent for him. So again, when the moving of the furniture was over, Sergei ने फिर से उसको बुलाया. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect, he said, handing him a ruble. Here's for your pain. I see you are sober and have no objection to work. What is your name? Lushkov. So now that Sergei again gave him 1 ruble, and he said that yes, my words have, you can say, my words have effect on you, added effect on you, that you have now you have left drinking alcohol etc, and you became a sober person, and you are also working hard. So I am paying you 1 ruble for your pains, means जितना भी आपने काम किया उसके लिए I am paying you 1 ruble again. And now he asked from him that what is your name. So he replied, the beggar replied that Lushkov, his name was Lushkov. Well, Lushkov, I can offer you some other cleaner employment. Can you write? I can. Yes, now he asked from Lushkov that can you, yes, now I want to offer you some another work, some clean work. So he asked from him, can you write? क्या आप लिख सकते हो? Lushkov replied, I can. Yes, he said, yes, I can write. Then take this letter to a friend of mine tomorrow, and you will be given some copying to do. Work hard, don't drink, and remember what I have said to you. Goodbye. So now he hand over a letter, and he sent him to a friend of him, and he said you have to do some work of like copying the letters etc. And he said, he suggested him that you should work hard and don't drink now, and remember all the things what I have said to you. And he said goodbye, ciao. Pleased at having put a man on right path, Sergei tapped Lushkov kindly on the shoulder and even gave him his hand at parting. Lushkov took the letter, and from that day forth came no more to the yard for work. So the Sergei was happy that I have, you can say, improved the life of someone, or I have shown this person the right path. So that is why he was happy, and Lushkov took the letter, and he moved away from that place, and he never came back to the yard to chop the woods etc. 2 years went by. 2 साल चले गए. 2 साल चले जाने के बाद, then one evening as Sergei was standing at the ticket window of a theatre paying for his seat, he noticed a little man beside him with a coat collar of curly fur and a worn sealskin cap. This little individual timidly asked the ticket seller for a seat in the gallery and paid for it in copper coins. So, after 2 years, Sergei was standing at the ticket window of a theater to pay for his seat, and he noticed a little man was standing along with him who was wearing a curly fur coat and worn a sealskin cap. Sealskin means seal was a name of animal, so उसकी skin की जो cap बनी हुई थी, he was wearing that cap. So this little individual timidly means to say in shy or in a nervous manner, he asked for a ticket from the seller to have a seat in the gallery by paying copper coins. So copper coin may be the currency of that time of Russia country. So he paid for having the ticket. Lushkov, is that you? Cried Sergei, recognizing in the little man his former wood chopper. How are you? What are you doing? How is everything with you? So now he recognized Sergei, the advocate recognized that this person is Lushkov. So he recognized him and that he was my, you can say, earlier wood chopper. And he asked from that Lushkov, how are you? What are you doing? And how is everything with you? So he said, all right, I am a notary now and paid 35 rubles a month. So Lushkov replied, yes, that I am good, I am all right. And he said that now I am a notary. Notary means to say the person who used to sit in front of court, etc., or who was doing some kind of legal work, means like paper formalities, etc., attestation of documents, etc. So he was doing that kind of work, and he said I am paid 35 rubles a month, means he said that I am earning 35 rubles per month now. So next page, thanks heaven, that's fine. I am delighted for your sake. I am very, very glad, Lushkov. So now that person, Sergei advocate, he said that yes, thanks God, thanks heaven. So he said that I am very happy, delighted means to say happy for you, for your sake, and I am very, very glad, Lushkov. So he was again saying that yes, Lushkov, I am very happy for you. You see, you are my godson in a sense. So he said to him that you are my godson. Godson means to say the person or a boy or a man whom one you can say promises to bring up कि तुम्हारी लाइफ मैंने सुधारी है, so you are my godson and I have or I gave you push along the right path, you know. And he said that I gave you the push towards the right path, I guided you to choose the right path. Do you remember what a roasting I gave you? And he said that do you remember, roasting means to hear, it means to say scolding. So he said that do you remember कि मैं कितना डांटता था तुम्हें? I nearly had you sinking into the ground at my feet that day. Thank you, old man, for not forgetting my words. So he said that yes, तुमने मेरी वर्डिंग को याद रखा और तुमने अपनी लाइफ में सुधार लाया. सो थैंक यू टू सेड लश्कॉफ. एंड अगेन लश्कॉफ सेड यस थैंक्स टू यू टू. वाई? बिकॉज इफ आई हैडंट केम टू यू then I might still have been calling myself as a teacher or a student to this day. Yes, by flying to you, your protection, I dragged myself out of a pit. So now Lushkov again said yes, thanks to you too, because if you haven't, you can say, met me on that day, I might be doing that work of begging and calling myself as a teacher or a student, or might be lying in that way. So this happened all because of you. And he said यू ड्रैग्ड माई सेल्फ आउट ऑफ अ पेट, मीन्स उस गंदे कुएं में से आपने मुझे निकाल लिया. सो आई एम वेरी ग्लैड इन डीड. वो बोल रहा है कि मैं भी बहुत खुश हूँ. थैंक यू फॉर योर काइंड वर्ड्स एंड डीड्स. आई एम वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू यू and to your cook. God bless that good and noble women. You spoke finely then, and I shall be indebted to you to my dying day. But strictly speaking, it was your cook Olga who saved me. So now again he said that thank you for your kind words and deeds, etc. Whatever you have done for me, I am very grateful, means to say thankful to you and to your cook also. So God bless that good and noble woman. He said that God bless that noble woman, that Olga. You spoke finely then, that and I shall be indebted to you to my dying day. He said that I am indebted, कि मैं आपका आभारी हूँ कि आपने मुझे हेल्प की. But strictly speaking, it was your cook Olga who saved me. But if he said that if I say the truth, the truth is that actually your cook Olga saved my life. How is that? So the person Sergei asked from him that how is that? When I used to come to your home to chop wood, she used to begin, "Oh, you sot, you, oh, you miserable creature, there is nothing for you but prune." So, he was saying that he was telling what she used to say to him. So, he said that when I come to your house to chop the wood, that woman said to me, "Oh, you sot." Sot means to say a drunken person who always remain drunken. So habitual of drinking. So she used to call me like this, miserable creature, poor person, and there is nothing for you but prune, कि तुम्हारे future में कुछ नहीं है, बर्बादी ही है. And then she would sit down opposite to me and grow sad, look into my face and weep. "Oh, you unlucky man, there is no pleasure for you in this world, and there will be none in the world to come. You drunken, you will burn in hell. Oh, you unhappy one." And so she would carry on, in that strain. So means he's telling that women keep on scolding me, and again she said opposite to me, and then trying, you can say, grew sad, वो भी sad हो जाती थी और रोने लग जाती थी. And again she keep on you can say calling me an unlucky man, and she was saying that you are having no pleasure, no happiness in the world, and no one will accept you. You are a drunken, and you will burn in the hell, तुम नरक में जाओगे. एंड फिर से वो रोने लग जाती थी इतना सब कुछ बोल के भी. एंड आई कांट टेल यू हाउ मच मिजरी शी सफर्ड, हाउ मेनी टीयर्स शी सेड फॉर माई सेक. So he said that I can't tell you how many times he cried for me, how many tears she shed for me, how was she concerned for me. But the chief thing was that she used to chop the wood for me. So he said that actually I was not chopping the wood, I was not cutting the wood, because I was not in the condition to cut the wood. So she was doing this work for me. "Do you know, sir, that I did not chop one single stick of wood for you?" So he said that I haven't even chopped a single stick of wood for you. She did it all. उसने सब कुछ किया. Why this saved me, why I changed, why I stopped drinking at the sight of her, I cannot explain. वो बोल रहे हैं कि why मैं कैसे change हो गया, कैसे मैंने drink करना stop कर दिया, कैसे मेरी thinking change होगी, कैसे मेरी life change होगी. I can't explain that. I only know that owing to her words and noble deeds, a change took place in my heart. She set me right, and I shall never forget it. However, it seemed it is a time to go now. There goes the bell. Lashkov bowed and departed to the gallery. So now Lashkov said that I don't know what actually happened with me, but he is sure that only her kind words and you can say her kind behavior, because she was doing his work, and because of all that a change took place in my heart. My heart changed, and she set me right. उसने मुझे सही रास्ता दिखाया, and I shall never forget it. मैं उसको कभी नहीं भूलूंगा. However, this it is a time to go now, and now मतलब because they are standing at the starting of the theater, and there is a time to start the movie. So he said that it's a time to go now, and there goes the bell. Bell भी बज चुकी है. So Lashkov bowed and departed to the gallery. Lashkov bowed means to say उसने अपने जो सरगई था, एडवोकेट था, उसको you can say उसको ग्रीटिंग किया, और ही डिपार्टेड टू द गैलरी. वो गैलरी के अंदर चला गया. सो व्हाट इज़ द यू कैन से मीनिंग ऑफ द स्टोरी. येस, इवन इफ़ वी आर हेल्पिंग समवन, वी शुड नॉट उसको ऐसे जताना नहीं चाहिए कि मैंने तुम्हारी हेल्प की. और आपने देखा भी है कि इसमें उसने किसको बोला, उसने उस women को बोला that Olga was the true person who changed my life. Actually the Olga was the person who changed my life, because Olga ने कभी उसको बोला भी नहीं that I am helping you, but even then she was helping you can say selflessly for him, and that is why he considered her as his life changer, not the person Sergei who was taking the credit of changing his life. So we should help others without you can say उनको बताए कि क्या हम तुम्हारी उन पे कोई एहसान जताए, उन पे ऐसे कुछ करने के बिना हमें सबकी हेल्प करनी चाहिए. सो दिस इज़ ऑल अबाउट योर चैप्टर द बैगर. सो आई होप यू एन्जॉयड द स्टोरी, अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी. सो थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो, एंड हैव अ नाइस डे.